Charles of Hesse-Kassel, of the House of Hesse, was the Landgrave of Hesse-Kassel from 1670 to 1730. Childhood. Charles was the second son of William VI, Landgrave of Hesse-Kassel, and Hedwig Sophia of Brandenburg. Until 1675 his mother ruled as his guardian and regent before Charles was old enough to take over the administration for the next 55 years. His older brother, William VII, had died in 1670 shortly after reaching adulthood, even before he had had the chance to make any changes with the administration policies. Under the reign of Charles, the consequences of the 30 Years' War in the agricultural county could be overcome more quickly than they were in the more industrialized regions of the German Empire. He pushed for the recreation of a large army and put it in the service of other countries in the War of Spanish Succession. His soldiers he gave, as well as other princes of his time, to foreign service from the subsidizing Gilder. This policy remained controversial for its dealings with the mercenaries, according to the 1908 Brockhaus. Dieses System verbesserte die Finanzen, aber nicht den Wohlstand des Landes, und brachte den glänzenden Hof selbst ausländische Familienverbindungen. This system improved the finances but not the prosperity of the country, and brought to the brilliant court itself foreign familial connections. Charles left in 1685 to his younger brother Philippus the latter's paragium a small part of the Landgraviate of Hesse. The so-called Landgraviate of Hesse-Philippsthal, named after Philippsthal, a place near Vacha on the Werra River. Economy. Even before the Edict of Fontainebleau, Charles adopted on the 18th of April 1685 the Freiheits concession, promising the exiles from France, the Huguenots and Waldensians, free settlement and their own churches and schools. In the following years, about 4,000 of the Protestants fled persecution in the homeland for northern Hesse and, for example, about 1,700 of them settled in Oberneustad, the newly created borough of Kassel. Following the ideas of mercantilism, Charles founded in 1679 the Messinghof, one of the first metal processing plants in Hesse, in Bettenhausen, east of Kassel. In 1699 Charles founded Seeburg and also moved some of the Huguenots and Waldensians there. With the construction of the Landgrave Karl Canal from the Diemel River to Kassel, he tried to circumvent the existing customs borders, but, after only a few kilometers, the construction was discontinued. Culture. Landgrave Charles continued the design of the hillside park, Wilhelmshöhe, in the Habichtswald, now a nature preserve west of Kassel. In particular, it was the construction of the Hercules monument that brought the Italian-inspired cascades and other water features to the park. Under his rule, the Moritzuri Park near the town was extended over a large area to another park, the Karlsart, which still exists today, and the Schloss Orangerie was built. With the participation of the Landgrave, who was interested in history, the first archaeological excavations began in 1709 on the Maida Heide family. Charles married his first cousin, Maria Amalia of Courland, the daughter of Jacob Kettler, Duke of Courland, and had with her 17 children, 14 of which lived long enough to have names William, Charles, Friedrich, who succeeded his father as Frederick, the Landgrave of Hesse-Kassel, and became, in 1720, the King of Sweden. Infinity 1700 Princess Louisa Dorothea of Brandenburg. Infinity 1715 Ulrika Eleonora, Queen of Sweden Christian. Sophie Charlotte. Infinity 1704 Frederick William, Duke of Mecklenburg-Schwerin, son, the 12th of June 1679. Charles William, who succeeded his brother Frederick as William VIII, the Landgrave of Hesse-Kassel. Infinity 1717 Dorothea Wilhelmina of Saxe-Zeitz-Leopold. Louis Marie-Louise Infinity 1709 Johann Wilhelm Fritze Prince of Orange Maximilian Infinity 1720 Friedrich Landgravine of Hesse-Darmstadt Daughter, George Charles, Eleanor Antoine, Wilhelmine Charlotte, son. Other relationships. After the death of his wife in 1713, Charles had a relationship with Jean Marguerite de Frère, Marquise de Langlary, with whom he had a son, Charles Frederick Philippe de Gentle, Marquis de Langlary, who died early. Charles secured in the same way the financial security of children who had come with his mistress. After the Marquise de Langlary, the next mistress and confidante was Barbara Christine von Bernhold, who rose to Grosshofmeisterin under Charles's son William VIII and in 1742 ennobled by the Holy Roman Emperor Charles VII to the rank of Reichsgräfin. She was housed in the Bellevue Palace. Ancestry. Bibliography. Ilgen, Karl, Allgemeine Deutsche Biographie, Band 15, pages 292 to 296. Hans Philippi, Landgraf Karl von Hesse-Kassel, Ein Deutscher Fürst der Barockzeit, ISBN 978-377080564-8. Hans Philippi, Karl, Neue Deutsche Biographie, Band 11, ISBN 3-428-00192-3, pages 227 to 229. Pauline Papel, Die Regentin.